Cuss us out of the way. All right, we're live now. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. We're live. We're live. All right. This I'll just even do the countdown because why not? Three, two, one. Welcome everybody into the Kramer Jackman show. Myself, Kramer Jackman, being joined by the brick wall himself. Going to be protecting. Well, he's actually the very first offensive lineman as well that Denver has drafted, and that is Gene Benazzi. We have one of the hardest hitting linebackers, a guy who joined the 100 club last year in tackles. He's going to do it one more time, Adam Wiseman. We have a guy named Marlon Marshall, which we like to call him Juice because he's always juiced up, amped up, and he's ready to kill the opponent's quarterback at any given notice. And we have Jeremy Vega. Everybody, how you doing?
Pretty good, man.
Good,
Pretty
good.
Doing well, Kramer.
I'm fantastic. I'm exhausted. If I'm not lying, I'm exhausted.
Yeah, I feel like it's been a long week, yeah, for both of us, myself and Jeremy, for this entire draft going on. But hey, we're able to draft, 6 total players? The locker room has gotten packed. We have gotten, I think, even more active than we've already been. But I'm so glad to share this experience with you, Juice and Gene. And you're now being involved with the team in the SFL side rather than the SFLM. So here's the thing to start some stuff off. What are some questions that you guys have for us that we can answer? You guys can go back and forth on the questions if you have any. If you start with Gene, do you have any questions for us about this?
Oh, the most part was how to get the player progression stuff and how to get involved in what was expected weekly from the players in terms of input on the playbooks and what kind of discussion was expected in the channel. So coming from the SFLM, we had a good discussion in Boise, but overall it was just hi guys, how you doing and so forth. So that was one point I really loved discussing with you was what we were doing in Denver and so forth.
Yeah, for progression wise, that's a great question for Jeremy to answer on the progression of your player, actually.
Yeah.
Well, so like I've been telling everyone that this upcoming week we're going to focus on it. We're definitely going to do defense because there's offense is a lot easier because we have a lot of guys that are just completely maxed out. So we don't even have to worry about them. So we're going to do defense because it's going to take a little longer. But pretty much, we have this page on the website that breaks it down for you. Like depending on what tier you are, copper, bronze, silver, gold, it gives you an option for that week of either, spending a certain amount of points, saving for the next week to get more points, or you just keep stringing saves together to get an animation. So I kind of walk each player, me and Kramer, through the website page so that they understand their tier, they understand what they can add each week. And then I usually will fill out a whole 12-week thing for the player just to give them an idea and an example so that they can see after what week they'll go from copper to bronze, and then how many points per week from copper to bronze changes and things like that. So we really make sure to help each player and to kind of help them get their player where they want them to be, and then to also help them fully understand the SFL system. So I know it could be pretty confusing and in-depth. So.
And also, you know how you said something about the Boise locker room was like, hey, how's it going, everybody, and stuff like that. We are a tight group here in Denver, and we are a bunch of craziness, which I even made sure into your contract too. You have to post a beer pick every single day, which is obviously it made me jealous every single time you put one out because those are beer or any type of alcoholic beverage that I can't have right now, which is it's pretty much a tease for me.
Yeah, let me be clear. We had a lot of fun in Boise. It's just that I'm only a few weeks in the SFL, so it's I quite don't know what to expect actually. So that's why I was saying this kind of comparison when you're talking about the atmospheres between the two chats.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the Denver locker room last season was the most active locker room in the SFL. I believe that is pseudo official. So and we really did. We lost 2-3 players maybe off that team. And we added 6 guys that are going to be as active as, if not more than those 3 guys were. So we're always going to be in there talking. So
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Juice, you have any questions for us?
I think honestly, man, I really answered a lot of questions throughout the whole draft process. I was in the chat constantly with Jeremy and Adam. Of course, he was my coach in the minor league. So I really think all of my questions got answered just throughout the whole entire process right now. My questioning is more so about how teams are ran, like schemes and what goes into like game day preparation and stuff like that. So I think that's where my questions really lie. As far as me, myself personally, for my play, I think everybody's answered my questions already.
Hey, Jeremy, that's a question for you, scheming wise, because I mean, you're the coach, you're the owner, you're the coach. You know a lot more than me when it comes to that side.
I mean, I think that type of conversation it can really take us down like a long rabbit hole.
Right, I feel that.
But every owner and their coaches have their own philosophy. Just like in real sports, they all think that they know what works best in the game. They think they know like where each of their 20 star players on their team. They think they know where those work best. They think they know what gels best. So a lot of teams do a lot of different things, and that's what's so incredible to watch week to week. Because you got teams that air it out, you got teams that are run heavy, you got teams that are balanced. Defensively, you see teams running a lot of man, you see teams running no man, you see some teams blitzing, you see teams that don't blitz. So it's really crazy, and the diversity is really there, and it's really fun to watch. But like, if we sat down and had a conversation about it, I could only teach you what I know and what I think works best. So we always just encourage people to try to pick the brains of all the coaches and the owners through DMs and reaching out and stuff like that. But yeah, I think I find it fun to talk coaching and to teach people and just to talk about APF and stuff like that. So I can't wait for us to sit down and kind of jump more into that.
Yeah, I'm ready for that conversation too.
Any more questions between you two?
I'm good.
I'm good, thanks.
All right. I have some questions for both of you guys. You and Adam and Jeremy. you can if you have questions for them as well. We'll go the back-to-back basis. Since we'll have Gene, you'll answer first because we drafted you before Marlon. Same round, but it's okay. So favorite color?
Blue.
I'm a black.
Yeah, it's kind of those kind of mix a little bit.
Y'all found the right team.
Exactly. Favorite food?
Ooh, I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm a big hot dog fan, but I stay away from them. Like as a kid, that was like all I ate, and I got real fat as a kid. But I'm always vulnerable for a really good hot dog, but I stay away from them as much as I can.
You want the wieners out of your mouth? Makes sense.
Right.
I'm staying with the strawberry tart. Nothing can beat that.
That's a good question though. So strawberry Pop-Tarts. Before we started talking, we somehow went down that hole.
I'm not sure what the Pop-Tart is.
Okay, all right. I forget. Okay, if everybody's listening now, Gene is from Paris, France. I will actually put it in our chat right now what a Pop-Tart is.
It's like a. I don't know what the filling is classified as. Yeah, it's a pastry, but I don't know if it's like. Do you classify the insides as jelly?
Yeah,
I don't know.
So. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe like a filling. Maybe I don't know.
I've never thought about it.
That's an interesting question. I never been asked what a Pop-Tart was.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay. So for me, you just got at the bottom, then you got the pastry cream on top, and not a lot, like 5 millimeters or top 1 centimeter thick, and then you got a shitload of strawberry on top, and that's the bare band. That's the best one.
It does sound better than a Pop-Tart.
So that's what a Pop-Tart looks like. There's usually some. So I put the Pop-Tart, a box of Pop-Tarts in our chat right now. If you want to look at it, the only thing that's missing on there is the frosting on top. That's unfrosted. That's kind of like not. But I think my favorite Pop-Tart's cookies and cream. It used to be brown sugar.
Oh no, it's not that. Not at all. Let me find you one.
we're gonna get schooled at what over in France stuff looks like. I kind of forget. Yeah, cookies and
Yeah,
cream are
but
my
see,
thing.
Pop Tarts in America are horrible for you. But they're just really great.
What's that horrible in American food actually? Health-wise.
Yeah, what is it? Okay, so what do you guys call like soda and stuff over there? Like pop?
Soda is soda. That's Coke and so forth. So.
Okay, all right, that makes sense. Here's a frosted one that we're putting in the chat right now. This is a great podcast form of people. We're looking at Pop Tarts right now. By the way, I don't even know if I even know what your favorite Pop Tart is, Adam.
I mean, I'm a good classic strawberry guy, but
Strawberry is like the Jordan of Pop.
Yeah, but I didn't eat a lot of Pop Tarts growing up. I like the toaster strudels. That was my thing growing up.
Oh, those are actually not
That
bad.
kind of looks like strawberry cheesecake in a way. That looks really good.
I have to open the link.
It's not as heavy as the cheesecake. It's really a small piece
Oh, that thing was hella
of
good.
cream that you got
Oh,
on top.
my god! Yeah,
Okay.
I like that tart better than any Pop Tart.
Well, because that's the thing over there. They actually have like real good food, and we're just pulling it from say China with the ramen noodles. We'll make that whatever Gene just put in the most delicious thing in the world that I just saw, and make it into a Pop Tart form because we're lazy ass Americans pretty much.
Yeah, we need everything processed.
Jeremy, yours is brown sugar, right?
Yeah, look, Pop Tart's a Pop Tart. That's like one
You'll
of my
smash
favorite foods
anything.
of all time. So yeah, but I'd probably go brown cinnamon sugar.
Okay. All right, favorites. Okay, hold on. Gene, you watch NFL, correct? At all?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Favorite football
do.
team. NFL team.
The Packers.
Yeah.
I think it's also written in my contract somewhere.
Yeah.
That's also in your contract too. You got a lot of stipulations in your contract.
Yeah.
So let me ask, Brett Favre or Aaron Rodgers?
Please answer this question right.
I would say Bob Starr.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's fine. That's fine.
I would have said Deshaun Kaiser, but that's just
Yeah.
It's funny because Brett Favre is my favorite quarterback of all time.
Brett Favre is my favorite player of all time. Yeah.
Jeez.
But
You can't
A-Rod
go wrong with both of them.
Yeah, A-Rod is a bad man though. That dude is insane.
Yeah.
Maybe not now, but like.
I think he is still. I just think
Oh, yeah.
I just think he needs a little bit more around him.
What carries Rodgers is Danica Patrick. Are they even together? I don't
Before
even
it was
know.
Olivia Munn, right?
All I know is the way
Yeah,
Danica drives. She wrecks all over the place. I mean, I wouldn't trust her.
Yeah, don't get me started on Danica Patrick. She, she's not a very nice person.
Okay, hold on.
You got personal experience on that?
So I live in Indianapolis. All right, I live less than a mile from the Motor Speedway. I have a lot of friends in racing. So secondhand experience, but she tends to be a real. Well, I won't curse. So yeah,
please don't.
She's not very pleasant to deal with.
Okay, Juice. Let the people know. Let the team know that what team you are.
Oh yeah. It's Bronco country all day with me, man. I'm a Denver Bronco fan through and through.
Who's the greatest quarterback in Denver history?
Greatest quarterback in Denver history.
You can say Peyton Manning.
Nah, I can't say that actually. I really can't. It's gonna be John Elway.
Yeah.
So you gotta go Elway.
That's no other way.
Good, yeah.
Like I understand as a fan, I completely respect what Peyton did for us. I completely respect it. But just like from us, drafted by us, I gotta go John.
Yeah.
Do you guys like watch any other sport rather than NFL? Like, what's something that you watch? Not religiously, but something you're like, okay, I'll turn this on and watch it. Gene.
Rugby.
Okay.
I played and I still enjoy it.
Oh,
That's
really?
awesome.
Yeah.
What's up? I never
Just
watched it.
junior, but
I never watched it.
Are you mostly in the
yeah,
scrums?
turn on any game. Yeah, it was a lock. So basically, you're talking about the tallest and the AVS motherfuckers. Sorry, nicest guys on the team.
That's okay. It works.
So yeah, it's basically I'm right in the middle of the scrum and I'm just pushing whatever I can, and after that I'm just cleaning the pass. I'm not carrying the ball too much, but just doing the groundworks for the defense and the offense.
So how many
That
concussions
was
have you
fun.
had? Because you're in the middle. You guys, you're
That
locking up.
yeah. So what I can count as concussion, I think I had two, and but I got my knee, my ankles, shoulders rolled over more times than I can count. So
Oh,
plus any twinkie, pinky, toned up, and so forth. So
Boy.
man.
hey, that's a good sport. I did the same thing on the other side.
Okay, that makes sense. But damn. What about you, Juice?
Actually, man, believe it or not, I watch a bunch of different sports. I think I have a favorite team in every sport. I watch hockey. I'm a Detroit Red Wing fan.
Yeah.
I'm a Chelsea club fan as far as soccer goes. Cardinal fan in baseball.
Go Cardinals.
I watch a little bit of everything, man. I just grew up watching sports, so why not have a favorite team if I'm going to watch a sport? So that's kind of how I think it. But yeah, man, I NASCAR. My grandfather was really big on NASCAR. Something we used to watch every Sunday, and I was a big Jeff Gordon fan as a kid. So I still follow the sport of NASCAR a little bit too.
And feel free if you guys want to share yours as well, Jeremy and Adam, because they still don't know you that much.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm a Reds fan and a baseball, basketball, Pacers fan. Being in Indiana, so I'm Pacers, Colts, and then a Tampa Bay Lightning fan for hockey.
That's
I like the
so-
Lightning.
Well, we don't have a hockey team.
I like.
We don't have a hockey team here. I have family in Tampa. That's the only professional hockey game I've been to is a Tampa Bay Lightning game. So just kind of became a fan of them. And then soccer, I'm a Leeds United fan. So there's two of us in the SFL because Levant's the other one. So yeah, that's kind of what my sports are as far as my fandom goes.
For me, I'm a Brett Favre fan.
No, that's just it.
I gotta respect that. That's a respectable answer. I gotta respect
No,
that.
I Green Bay, because Green Bay is awesome. I just kind of recently started getting into the Nuggets since I moved here a few years ago, so that's kind of fun. But other than that, I don't really care. But I do enjoy watching all the other sports, and I know everything about the sports. So like basketball, like the NBA, I have a few favorite players. They're kind of weird, but they're my my favorite player of all time is Steve Nash.
That's okay. That's not weird.
My second favorite player is Goran Dragic.
That's not weird at all either.
So yeah, but I follow the Nuggets. I've been kind of getting more into that lately. I like going to hockey games. That's like, if you've never been to a hockey game, that's craziness right there.
That's what I heard, man. I ain't never been to one, but I was.
Oh, dude, it's so crazy. It's so much. Probably the best sporting event I've ever been to. But I've never been to an NFL game. But I've been an NFL fan since I was a kid. So I don't know.
I think going to NFL games are a little bit overrated. I think the best thing about watching NFL is at home, flipping through the channels, going back-to-back games. That's just me, though.
So, interesting fact about Denver: it's the smallest city to have
Every professional team.
every professional sports team.
Yeah,
Oh wow,
it's crazy. Yeah,
I didn't even know that.
I'm a Cardinals fan for baseball.
Hey,
St. Louis Blues for hockey. Also, Oakland Raiders for the football side. Well, sorry, Las Vegas Raiders.
gotta talk about that.
Yeah, only reason why I'm a Raiders fan is because, one, watched it with my grandfather growing up, and two, Sebastian Janikowski, one hell of a leg.
Oh yeah.
If I like
The
to
GOAT.
put that there. Oh, the Polish leg right there. The Polish Hammer, whatever you want to call him. He's the freaking goat. And I mean, I used to watch basketball. The Bulls were my team, but it's like I kind of faded off a little bit. And Gene, you posted a picture in our thing of the greatest lock in history. This dude looks scary as hell. I would not want to go toe to toe with this guy.
Well, second and third in knowledge, but he's in life he's one of the nicest guy you could be around, from what I've been told. So.
Oh. I feel like you get those sides of people that way. My buddy actually, since we're gonna go a little sidetracked, my buddy just sent me a message saying, this is on NBCnews.com. Meth gators, police warn flushing drugs could create hyper-aggressive alligators.
What?
Wasn't there a joke in general about
Yeah.
being a team, the Tennessee Meth Gators?
Yeah.
Like, I think that might need to become a thing.
Like, who the hell would? Okay, honestly, people, of course, everybody does drugs. That's out there. People do something. But flushing it down the toilet and possibly, like, I think alligators are one scary as hell, anyways. As long as if they were crocodiles, imagine a methed up crocodile.
Well, I mean, that's Florida for you, though.
That is true.
Fact.
Florida.
That is
Florida
a
has the
major
most
fact.
gators. They have the most meth. Like, that's just probably gonna become a thing.
Well, the damn Everglades is filled with it's either snakes or alligators now.
Yeah, and I mean, it's 2020. We've seen what all's been going in 2020. You know, meth gators is just the next thing.
I mean, if I look out my window right now, I'm not sure how it is further south or further southwest, but no, southeast. I think it was south. Yeah, further south from where I'm at here in Kansas City. It's dusty outside from that Sahara desert thing that's sent over from over there in the Africa over here. Are you guys affected by that at all?
No,
Nah.
I'm actually we're supposed to have some kind of forecast for it coming up in the next few days, but outside has been fine here.
Yeah, not up here.
It is hazy here. Like, it's not
Yeah,
as
that's
bad,
what I've
but
been
it's
hearing,
hazy.
man. I have some family in Texas that said the same thing.
If you aren't up to speed on that, I would look it up because there's another big. It's like 2,000 miles wide. It's still heading across the Atlantic, heading up the Gulf when it gets here. It's like burp. Excuse me.
Good Lord.
I'm trying to think of another get to know you type question. What's your okay? So if you're in line to get ice cream, what flavor are you getting?
Ooh.
This is a
Mint.
general question for everybody. Did you say mint?
Yeah, mint.
Oh, man, I my mind can't comprehend mint. It just can't. I feel like mint is only to brush your teeth with. That's just me.
Yeah, but when you're in summer, you put that in and you put some basilic on top. That's really sweet.
Put some what on top?
Basilic, you know I don't know how to say. It's a spice that you can use.
Okay. So you add stuff to your so you spice it up. I'm guessing it's like you said butter lick?
Let me find the name in English.
I have like so many questions for how
Basil.
everything works over there in Penn, France.
You can put so you just take a regular mint ice cream and you put a little basil on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
Basil. I don't know how to say it properly.
Basil, like the plant, the herb.
Yeah, the green plant.
Yeah.
You just put that on top. It really spices the thing up.
What?
I've never thought about that, to be honest.
Talking about basil, there is a really nice color that you can do with vodka and basil. It's really, really simple to do and really smooth.
Oh, Jeremy, I know what we're trying this coming week.
We're gonna have to get some advice and whip up some drinks.
Well, I'm gonna just keep mine very simple. I'm a butter pecan fan. I don't know nothing about basils. All I know is scoop, dip, and eat.
I'm more of
So-
like a sugar guy.
Is that
Let's go really basic.
If we're going to like an actual like ice cream shop, like where they do the scoops on the cone or whatever, like I'm just a classic strawberry guy. But if we're talking like the grocery store, like the Ben and Jerry's fish food, that's my go-to.
Yeah, you hit. Yeah, you hit one with that one.
Is there Ben and Jerry's over in France? Like ice cream that you can get?
Yeah, there's
Okay.
there's that. We don't have all the same flavors that you have. It's more like
Basil.
they tend to extend they tend to extend it a bit this last few years, but it's still pretty simple compared to what you can find in the US.
Nice.
For me, I am lactose intolerant, so I haven't had ice cream in probably 15 years.
All right, Jeremy. There's one thing I learned. That's the first time knowing that from you. You are a guy that doesn't watch TV. You don't watch anything pretty much. You just are just say you. I'm pretty sure you have a closet full of this Brett Favre stuff. It's probably like a shrine.
Dude, I guess I'm kind of weird. I don't know. Like I don't eat sweets either. Like I avoid sugar. Like I eat pretty healthy.
That's
I
good.
just pretty plain. But yeah, no, I haven't owned like the ability to watch television and like I don't even know how long. Probably like close to 15 years.
I blame
Like
you,
YouTube.
man.
Yeah.
Don't blame you.
YouTube, Netflix, something like that, something simple.
It makes sense that way. I have YouTube TV now, and I've just been binge watching Always Sunny in Philadelphia still, which is a classic show. But I'm more of like a chocolate with cookie dough. That's my go-to. Always.
Not gonna lie, that's another good one. Cookie dough is always a good one.
All right, so this was one of the questions that popped in my mind because I was just reading something. Plus, I've seen a lot of ads on my Twitter for some reason. You know, when you talk to your phone or you look up stuff, or if somebody's talking about something and your phone registers it, and your ads pop up all over the place.
Right.
So I've been getting a lot of bidets pulled up, and it's like, honestly, I think it'd be weird having water shoot up your butt to clean yourself, but it makes a lot of sense to wash your ass rather than wipe your ass.
Man, when the pandemic first started and every place was sold out of toilet paper, man, that
Did you buy a bidet?
I came very, very close. I finally found a place that would ship toilet paper. And literally, I bought from Office Depot, and I have like industrial, like, what you would put in like office bathrooms, like those giant rolls of toilet paper. I have a box of those right now in my house because it's the only thing I can find.
So
I'm set for the rest of the year on toilet paper.
That's good. So I'm assuming like I think bidets are becoming more and more acceptable, but I'd feel like they'd be so gross to use.
Yeah. I don't honestly. I got too much pride. I wouldn't do it. I would just do it. Can't lie. I got way too much pride. They know I could do that. Yeah.
The one question I always had about that is, so like, if you wipe your ass, you throw it in the toilet, you flush it, it goes away.
Yeah.
But do you like, if you wash your hands, usually you have like a towel, you just dry your hands off and you leave it there because it'll dry off. It's clean water. But I mean, what do you do for your butt? Like, are you just like taking a rag, drying yourself off down there and like throwing it in the washing machine and just letting that build up?
That's gross as hell, by the way, if you just let that build up.
Yeah, that did get kind of detailed. I didn't think it was going to get that far.
Yeah, geez, Jeremy. I feel like if it was anything, I know it's just weird just to talk about it. I feel like you would wipe first, then you'd use the bidet, then you wipe off to dry yourself. That'd probably be like the less messiest, probably.
Just sounds like more laundry than necessary.
So my question for you is, do you think
use
it comes
toilet
with
paper.
instructions on how to use?
Yeah.
I mean, you probably have to hook it up to the water system. I mean, you know it's clean water
Yeah,
coming
you
out.
guys ever tried the Japanese toilet?
No, have you?
Yeah. So basically,
What's your
you just
experience?
what you do, well, the straightforward is you don't use toilet paper because it's cleaned up everything and it's dried up. Because you get, in the most refined one, you got water, spray, and then you got a little blower underneath.
You get a blow dryer for this?
Nice. That's awesome.
What?
Just give me a leaf blower. I think it might work.
Hey, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I'm going to
like
front, yo.
I don't pass judgment on anything until I've experienced it.
Right.
So I can't say how I feel, but
Oh,
I wouldn't.
real quick, this is irrelevant. My birthday is Wednesday. Just thought I'd throw that out
Oh,
Hey, well,
all
happy
right.
early birthday.
there.
So when we talk about
You want a toilet seat?
Yeah, exactly. You need a bidet for your birthday, Juice? Is that what you're hinting at right now?
I'll take it just to look at it. I'll never use
Yeah,
it.
you're gonna tell. You have. I feel like you would use it. I feel like if you had it there, I would be like, I'd be more curious. I'd be like, you know what? This might. I'm not gonna say it's gonna feel good. I'm like, this might actually clean me, like a lot better than just smearing stuff.
Hey, that's the problem though, because if I use it and it cleans and it feels nice, I'm gonna feel weird.
No, you wouldn't feel weird. Gene, Gene.
What if it does all three? Then you just gotta sit there with a pleasurable machine that you only use for certain situations.
Well, I mean, you're not taking pleasure out of it. You just know you're getting clean. If you're getting pleasure out of this, man, you get this in the wrong reasons. So, Gene, did you use the Japanese toilet?
Yeah, I lived in Japan for a while.
Oh,
Damn.
I feel bad for anybody who comes in and like at this time. So Oliver Chamber says, "I'm very happy to be here to listen to that."
Welcome to Denver.
Yeah, welcome to Denver. We're a bunch of crazies. I've always called us the island of misfit toys that just gel and we do anything we want, and it's always great. But jeez, a bidet. So should I order one? That's the question right now. Should I order one and just like not do like a YouTube video over it, or like that'd be really gross. No, because I've been doing a lot of YouTube stuff for mine. I mean, we can do a Denver Nightwings. What's it called again? Bidet. I literally just lost track.
Bidet?
Bidet. Yeah. How did I lose track of mine right there? Yeah, we should. I think every single Nightwing should have one of these, and we do a review on it. And if we get sponsored by one of these, that'd be even better. But if I get a free bidet because of this, I would not be mad.
It's expensive.
I bet it is. I figured that.
I mean, aren't toilets expensive? I've never had to buy a toilet.
I'm going to Amazon right now. I feel like we can find one of these real cheap.
I doubt it.
Now, first off, how do you spell it? BADA?
So you guys have 4th of July plans?
Yeah, 4th of July plans.
That sounds like fireworks when you flush.
Well, here's the thing too, Gene. I know you guys don't celebrate the 4th of July over in France. When is like pretty much the biggest day for you guys to have fireworks?
14th of July.
The 14th.
It's the during the French Revolution we took down the Bastille, so it's the Bastille Day, and the Bastille was a prison under the monarchy, so. That's one of the symbols of the French Revolution.
That's cool,
man. I got a lot of pressure. I have to make no mistake on my country history right now.
In Colorado, that you're not allowed to light fireworks that go in the air. It kind of sucks.
Oh, if y'all don't mind, can I ask Gene a question? Like rookie to rookie?
Yeah, no problem.
Gene, so how did you manage to find the SFL? I'm curious because I know how I found it. It was just me being lost on YouTube and it popped up, and then I was kind of like, "What is this?"
Yeah. So I had a copy of APF for a few years, and I was just looking into a way to update because I just moved back, so I took out the old PS3. I had this lying around, and hey, is there any way that I can get the updated rosters onto it? And I go to King Yavo and SFL pop up, and I got my brother hooked up, so Igor Babatas, and he joined in, and then I joined in after a few weeks. So that's how I found out.
That's cool. I was just wondering.
I watched the video for a few years, and then I joined.
That's cool, man. Because like I didn't realize how deep and how detailed this league was until I actually got in.
Exactly, it's the same for me.
So here's a question for you, also, Gene. How big is your beard? Because your brother's beard is pretty good.
Yeah, he is still a student, so he can grow it as much as you want. But
Oh,
I
okay.
had to shave it a few weeks back.
Oh,
I was about half the size.
so you're clean shaven right now.
No, nowhere near that. I haven't been clean shaven in 10 years or something like that. No, actually 3 years. But by the time my wife saw me, she said you never shaving like that again.
Hey, she said she's cracking the whip. You ain't doing that.
Yeah, pretty much. So I have to keep it long enough that she still loves me, but short enough that she still loves me.
Ah,
See, okay, so like I always try to grow a mustache. Like I always try to. If you saw during any of the draft special, you see a thing with me on there with the camera, the live look in. Yeah, my mustache is pretty pencil thin. But before the draft, I had these nice mutton chops that was actually starting to come a little bit in good. But then my girlfriend was like, you know what? Just go back to your mustache. I like your mustache a lot better. I'm like, okay, at least she likes something. What's your guys' like go-to style for facial hair if you can grow facial hair?
So I always in the wintertime I'll have a nice goatee going. I can't really grow anything on the sides, so I can only just grow a goatee. So I always have a pretty good size goatee in the wintertime.
I'll go next.
Go for it.
Me personally, I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of blessed with good genes for his hair. So I have a full beard. I have like a full fro. I keep myself kind of groomed. I don't really like my afro to go too wide, but I keep my beard pretty full. My mom and my grandmother hate it, but I rock it anyway because I get good luck with it.
Nice.
So I'm gonna just keep it there.
Now the tan one, Jeremy Vega.
I don't know. I have like a
You need to get a mustache.
slightly
So good.
slightly thicker than 5 o'clock shadow. I mean, I just kind of let it grow. I mean, I can't grow like a thick, full beard that's like coming out of your face, but I have like a normal look as far as where facial hair grows. But I don't let it get too long. I just kind of keep it really short and like a little bit longer than a 5 o'clock shadow. And I kind of call it a day. I'm real lazy. Like I don't really care how I look. I just like I brush my hair back, dry it off, and then just kind of trim up every couple days a little bit, and just call it a day.
All right. Also, one thing I also want to discuss with us a little bit is the start of the week. I got into a conversation with my mom the other day, like asking her, and then I also asked my girlfriend Aaliyah. I was like, so when does the day like when's the official first day of the week? And I personally, because I mean, I always go off my phone, my calendar phone on my iPhone, and it's always Sunday. So I was just wondering because there's a lot of people say, oh no, Monday's their first day of the week that they think of, but I think Sunday starts the week. I might
So
be an
you
idiot though.
you start the week with the best day, and then it goes downhill. That's bad.
That's
You, you should start with Monday. I mean, it's the worst day of the week because you got a full week of work
It's
up
true.
ahead. But at the end of the week, that's why you call it the weekend, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, I just feel like that's like Sunday is my day to relax. It's like, all right, I'm gonna relax on my first day of the week.
Yeah, but if you go by the Bible, I'm not a like Bible thumping person. It was on the seventh day that the Lord rested, and so Sundays become that day. So I think it's officially the first day of the week.
So you say Sunday or
I
Monday?
think, I think, I think
So Monday would be because Sunday would be the seventh day.
Interesting. I mean, what were
for
you saying,
me,
Juice?
for me, I think it's always gonna be a Monday is gonna be my first day of the week because of how my schedule is, man. So Monday through Wednesday, since all this pandemic stuff has been going on, my job is strictly Monday through Wednesday. And so I work out 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. So Saturday and Sunday I actually get to chill. So Monday is typically my first day, and Sunday is like my last day of the week.
Jeremy, would you like to add anything to this?
For me personally, bro, my life is just like one long tunnel. Like it sometimes it feels so hard to recognize time by day. I know that's kind of weird because our whole like civilization is like,
On the
I don't want to say
needles and clocks.
brainwashed, but we've like grown up on this idea of time and days. But for the longest time, my life has just felt like a long tunnel. So like it's so weird. It never feels like the beginning or the end of a week, like ever for me. It's really weird. It's hard to explain. It's hard to put into words.
That is the
Uh,
ultimate like stoner answer.
Time is just a
I understand
construct,
that.
bro.
Hey, I can tell. Hey, Jeremy thinks so deep about everything.
Yeah, I mean, that's just kind of how I've
Hey,
been.
listen, I promise you, that's the best way to be on the same.
Oh yeah, no, for real. I mean, no, I won't go there. Never mind. maybe another conversation.
I was trying to pull this thing up because before I play this, before I can find it, I need to also put into our listeners that. And honestly, did you guys know that this was sponsored podcast today? Did you guys know that?
Did not know that.
Oh, okay, so one thing I'd like for everyone to make sure to bring their attention to, all the listeners, the Kramer Jackman Show, and also any other SFL stuff related. There's the SFL Survivor Pool. It's being run by Louisiana quarterback Johnny Pickler. And I, for one, think it's a really great idea. It's actually an excellent idea, if I want to add that to myself. If you ever participated in a Survivor Pool before, they're fun. They're also buying entries, so you can at least win money. There's a projected of $1,000 this year so far. If you're going to watch SFL games all season anyway, like most of us, why not give it a chance and walk away with the $1,000 cash? If you're interested, well, it's not going to be cash. It's going to be probably Venmo most of the time. Or Cash App, whatever you use. If you're interested in joining the league, either reach out to me or to Johnny Pickler himself, and you can win some cash. So I'm a big gambling guy, so this is something that you should also get involved as well. Are you guys in the Survivor Pool at all?
Not yet, but I was gonna get into it closer to.
If it's anything with betting, I end it because I'm trash.
I feel like Aldous is picking
I'm trying
names.
to stay away from that.
Trying to stay away from that. Okay, I'm mad respect to that. I understand.
I have a question about it.
What's up?
Did our franchise just make some dollar bills off of promoting that?
Right?
Do we at
If
least get
need
free
be, I can
entry
send
into
y'all
the
my
Survivor
cash app.
Pool?
Yeah, I mean, like, are they throwing us money to promote that? I mean, I might be able to get 2 or 3 bidets for our guys if they gave us enough money.
It's still in the contract being worked out right now, so we at least know we're getting at least something in return off of this. But yeah,
That's a cool idea, though.
make sure you
Yeah,
are.
it is. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, make sure
it's
if you
more
have any
of-
questions, ask me.
It's more of the evolution of kind of where I think we'll eventually go with SFL and SFL betting, where you now have the Survivor Pool, you have Kerr, Jacksonville doing spreads, and the ELO crap. So I think we're getting very close to possibly being able to.
Yeah, I heard the SFL may be getting potentially in partnership with like a betting company down the road.
Oh, it needs to be
Because
sooner.
I mean, it would be pretty lucrative. What's crazy is they just passed a law in Colorado, so like legal gambling is now legal in Colorado. And funny enough, like a couple weeks ago, this like big Colorado betting company like followed the Denver Nightwings Twitter account, and I was like, I should reach out to them, try to work
Yes,
partnership.
you need to reach out to them quickly. Also, while I'm this week, I'm going to be at your place, Jeremy. I need to use your address for my sports book, if you're okay with that.
Sure, I don't even know what you mean by that, but sure.
Okay, I'll explain.
moving
later.
Don't do it, sir. That means no.
I'm moving in like 4 months anyways, so.
Where are you going to?
Just like finding a new place to live.
Oh, around the Denver area.
Around the corner.
Yeah.
All right, so here's this thing. I hope you guys can hear it. I'm about to play it into the mic, but our number 1 draft pick, Raska Santagria. I like a little bit of Santagria in my drink if I want to add that in there. He made a rap, and he wanted to be on the show today, but things came up, and he's hoping to come on a future one. But he made a rap, and I'm going to play it right now.
Oh God, is it gonna sound bad because of like not because of him, but because of like
Oh no.
phone into microphone.
Can you hear
thing.
this? Can you hear that? That's not him, by the way. He'll come up in a second.
It's coming in now.
Does it sound good?
First round, 8th pick, doing nice things. Roscoe saying agree, turn into the night wings. In the league, hopefully with a nice ring. Let it shine on the pinky, letting them see the icing. No one on the corner got swagger like us. Tim's on the field, I'm looking like what's up. Season 15, Denver keeping the wings up. Back to the step, my bill, I'm cleaning the stash truck. Hey, got the cousins of chaos. Boise fresh out of the playoffs. Interception, 2 TDs. Black guy shield, don't want him to see me. Future Hall of Famer Santa Gria, let him know. Welcome to the Kramer Show. Future Hall of Famer Santa Gria, let him know. Welcome to the Kramer Show.
Kramer Jackman show, by the way. All right, so that's our boy Roscoe.
Hey, listen, check this
That was
out.
lit,
I'm
by
not
the way.
gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. That was actually pretty good.
It was really good.
Yeah,
That was actually pretty good. Because the thing is, it works for what it's for.
Oh yeah.
It's like perfect. Like that was solid. I'm very impressed with that, by the way.
That's going to
Can't
go
even lie.
up separately on our YouTube page. So if you want to hear it in a better quality version, because I'm not sure how good it came through the mic. But yeah, that'll be out.
That was
Yeah, I'm all for any content anyone wants to make. So good for Roscoe. Roscoe's a great kid. Or dude. I'm
think
really not sure
he's-
how old Roscoe is.
Okay, Roscoe has a degree in college, so you can't really call him a kid.
So he's definitely like an adult. Okay.
Yeah, he's probably. Yeah, I think he might be either my age, which I'm 23 years
24,
old,
25?
or 24, 25.
Oh, who you guys want to divulge your age?
I'm 27. I'll be 28 on Wednesday.
Nice.
Throw that in there again.
Of course.
Yeah, why not?
I will be posting my Cash App in the group chat.
There you Gene, do you want to disclose your age?
I 30.
Yeah, I'm 29.
Word.
Yep, 34 here. So I'm the old man.
I think I might. It's either. I think the youngest person in the team now is Josh.
Yeah, it's either Josh or Bryce.
Yeah,
They're
How old are
college.
they?
Josh is, I believe,
18, 19,
yeah,
20,
18 or
something
19.
like
He's either 18 or 19.
He's in-
Bryce is,
He's
I
in
think, 20.
college. So he's got to be in the 20s.
that. Oh, yeah, you're right, Adam.
I was 18
Oh,
years
wow.
old in
Oldest-
college.
Well, but
That's
he's
cool.
been in college. I guess it's only been like
He'll be a
it's
sophomore.
been 2 seasons.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right, I know our oldest guys are either Dez or Logan Keel.
I wonder how
Word,
old.
that's cool.
I wonder how old RE is, and D'Amico. I think he's
Oh,
in
yeah.
prime. He's in his prime right now. This dude's a chef. We're gonna have a whenever we do the Kramer Jackman show more
He's
religiously.
a chef.
Yeah, this boy's a chef. He's we're gonna have a cooking with D'Amico.
And a drinking with Gene.
Yeah,
Hey, that sounds litty. I like it.
Oh god.
Hey, I like that. I don't even drink, but I'll listen to it.
All right. Do we have any call outs we want to do? This is the best segment into the Kramer Jackman show. We like to call out people. It can be, I usually go into the tend of calling people out, like just calling them out in general. Or you can be nice with it. The floor is yours for anybody who has one right now. If you need for me to go, I can.
Well, I was going to call out Rosca for our, SFLM beef a little bit, but he's not here, so I'll wait on that. So I guess what we're playing, we got Vegas week 1. So we'll go with the Robin family because they're just an easy target. We'll be shutting down Tom on the defensive side, and Thomasina and Thomas Jr. are going to get absolutely destroyed by our wide receivers. We'll be taking Vice Wars #1 for this season in week 1, and then whatever week we play them again, we'll sweep them, and Vegas will be wondering why they chose to draft a kicker instead of actually getting real players in there.
Whoa! Easy there on the real players.
I mean,
Being kickers.
Kramer, you're different.
I know my call-out section now is.
Hey, for Gene and Juice, if you guys didn't know, Kramer is going into his 4th season as a kicker, and he's never missed in the regular season.
Yeah,
ever.
I think he told me that.
Yeah,
I was like, how?
Don't jinx it, man. Don't jinx it.
Yeah, well,
But he screwed up this season and didn't sign for 69.
yeah. I actually, when we were going to revise contracts, I was actually going to mention that to you, Jeremy, if I get to the 69. But
Oh, yo, that is one question I actually have when we get a second.
all right, hey, ask the question now. It's all good.
Yeah, go ahead.
How does free agency thing work? And when people were like signing for contracts, how does?
Well, you.
Go
you
ahead,
got
Kramer.
well, I mean, at the end of the season, everybody becomes a free agent, and you have the option whether if you want to re-sign with the Denver Nightwings, which I hope you do, or want to test your market, if you want to say. So then there's a re-sign period. Once the re-sign period's over, then if you were not re-signed by your team, you are going to be answering questions with the other teams around the SFL. And numbers-wise in contracts, like I believe we signed you at like a 57, I believe, or 57 something. That's like you're only going to improve on that from the rest of the season. So you might end with I don't know if we project it wise. You might be like say you're a 60. So then teams can only sign you at that level if you were to.
Okay.
So pretty much where you left off is at the end of the season is what you'll be starting at for the next one, unless you want to sign at a lower contract value.
Yeah, you can only sign lower than where you finished the previous season. You can never sign higher because you always have to earn that higher value.
Oh, got you.
Yeah,
okay, that all makes sense.
But you're not going to take attributes away when you're signing. So pretty much until you get up to where you have animations. So like I signed for what I finished last year at, which was like 66.39 or something.
Right.
So and next season I'll sign for what I probably finish this season at, unless I add an animation, and I sign if I take that animation away. But you're never going to take away the.
Yeah, and one thing to note is sometimes you'll see like a quarterback who has like 108 value.
Right.
That's like max. That's like a QB who has like maxed out attributes and 3 animations. So so like if you take a D tackle who has maxed out attributes and 3 animations, he'll probably be at like an 83. So like when you see like somebody like a QB signing with 100+ value, like as a defensive end, you can never get that because your like super high signing contract is in like the 80s. A super high corner is like in the low 90s. Super high linebackers in like it's in the low 80s. So it's different for each position.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay,
so I think I talked about this in our little fuel chat that we have. But yeah, don't think of your value as necessarily like it's truly kind of like a contract. I mean, it does go up as you get better. So in that sense, it does work like an overall, but it's not like 57 overall, 57.
Gotcha.
All right, back to the call-outs. And
who are you calling out, Kramer?
One for our very good friend Adam Wiseman calling kickers not people pretty much. But the real one I have is just skipped my mind. I thought it was the most ridiculous thing in the world that he was drafted this low. But he at least is a quarterback now. He still is a quarterback for Bryant Dynasty. Man, that boy should have got drafted in the first round. I feel so bad, but I'm glad he's on a team right now. So I'm calling out the teams that skipped up on my boy Bryant. It's the thing with me and Bryant is he was a former kicker last year. So I side with the former kickers. Yeah, that's what I do because they are people, Adam. The teams that passed up on Bryant, I hope Atlanta does good. I hope we get the chance to meet them in the playoffs and we beat them. But I'm glad he was able to be drafted at a quarterback.
Well, we play in week 3.
All right, week 3 we're gonna
we don't
destroy
even have
Bryant
to make
Dynasty.
the playoffs from team.
All right,
I think we play them at home too.
oh, that's even better. All right, Jeremy, do you have one? Give the rookies some time to think about theirs.
I'm just gonna call out the whole league. Just watch out for Denver. We're gonna be extremely competitive this season. Every single game, you better just be ready because we're gonna be competitive, and we are extremely good at home. So if you got us on the road, I feel bad for you.
I'll go. First off, shout out to my cousin Michael, King Rochester, man. It's gonna be crazy playing with him on the other side of me. It's gonna make the experience for me and him totally different now. So shout out to y'all as well for believing in me, to taking my word on him. Shout out to Zach Lay, wide receiver for the Birmingham Fuel. He didn't get picked up. Don't know why. Dude was a monster on special teams. Would have been a crazy slot corner. But he gonna run the league next year, so I'll wait for him to get back. Everybody from the Birmingham Fuel, Joey. Mike Improda and Tim Hackett. Those are two of my favorite announcers. I feel like they kept everything authentic and real. And Mike has reached out to me a few times. We've conversated a little bit. I love Mike. Mike is a great dude. And Tim, I just love how he takes everything serious as far as analysis. It gives the game that Mel Kiper. So shout out to them boys, man. So that's all I want to shout out to.
All right, sweet. Gene, you're up.
Yeah, big thanks to Project Crusade, the owner of the Boise Married Dog. Give me a shot with a few weeks left in the season. That was fun, and thanks a lot for that. Thanks you guys for the draft. And actually, that's one of the part. I understand that it is one of the first season when we have. Since then, we have OL as star players. I wanted to ask. I never had that chance.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Since when do we have? How many seasons have we had star offensive linemen?
Shoot, this is our first one.
Yeah, last season was the first year anybody had.
Yeah, and
Okay.
There's two different time periods in the SFL history. There's pre-progression and post-progression, or current right now. Pre-progression was before the system that the SFL is in now. So before you built your team based on the game. So within the APF game, you select 11 legends in the game.
Yep.
Those are your star players. That's how the SFL was back in the day. And some teams did have an offensive lineman, but post-progression, when we got away from the whole, teams still have to select 11 star players so the game doesn't break. But we can, because of the whole King Havo thing, we can edit all the other players and boost their attributes, and they can act as extra star players. So now we're up to 20. That's how that works. So post-progression era, which we're currently in, last season was the first season with offensive linemen, and there was only 3 or 4 actual people. Then this season there's a lot more now, so it's getting bigger.
Okay, thanks.
All right, sweet. All right, let's wrap this bad boy up. I thank you for everyone who actually tuned in to listen to this shenanigans stuff. Thank you to Gene, Juice, Adam, and Jeremy for coming on here and talking with myself, because it'd be kind of awkward just by myself, like usual. For the Kramer show, I'm usually by myself. But guys, anything else you want to add?
I do want to ask one question, just randomly, because I'm bored.
All right.
And I want to watch some old SFL stuff. Best pass rusher in the SFL, go.
Alex Dominguez.
Big Sexy, yep. Alex Dominguez.
Yeah, I would have to go with him.
Bro, I hate that player and I hate that name so much. Alex,
who does he play for?
He played for Alaska Storm or Florida Storm. He was the guy I think I was telling you about who got like 36 sacks in 12 games.
Right.
And funny note is, the last girl I ever truly had feelings for, her name was Alex Dominguez.
Oh damn! Oh damn!
Yeah.
Yo, hey,
so,
that's deep.
every time I see that person's name, I just like roll my eyes. I'm just like, dude, whatever.
That is deep.
That might explain our little problem with beating Florida now.
I'm
So
cursed.
Alex Dominguez. Okay, cool. I'll check. I'll
gosh.
check some of his games. Was there any one performance that you remember that I should watch?
Damn, you're going even more deep on it.
But if you go to like the website, you go to like history and you type in, or if you go to player ratings and you find DN or D tackle, big like Alex Dominguez, click on his name. You can see what season he got 36.5 sacks in, and then you can also see like game by game breakdowns, and you might be able to find a good one there.
Cool.
And then just go to YouTube and find it.
Cool.
Yeah, I think it was
Appreciate it.
season 10 or 11 that he had.
Jeez. All right, boys. The podcast is over. When in doubt, yoga it out. Have a good one, everybody.
Peace.
Thanks.